For
Right.
young men, the important issues are jobs and family. For women, it's abortion. And you mentioned why this is such a, an issue, or why the, abortion issue. Let me just share this really quick. I had this brought up the other week, but this is it. This is, for most for
Right.
young men, the important issues are jobs and family. For women, it's abortion. It's the number one thing that they care about. I don't care about the
How about
economy,
how about
whatever,
not
immigration,
being promiscuous,
inflation.
right? You won't have to
It's the
deal with that
number one
problem by
issue.
not making bad choices.
And it was what's so funny. First of all, like I'll come back to this, but I mean, anybody that watched the VP debate, I mean, Vance just wiped the floor with Tim Walz. I mean, it was a master class in making that guy look like a complete fool. And the memes are great. Like the memes, you haven't seen any of the JD Vance memes from the debate, they're amazing. But Kamala Harris went on the Call Her Daddy podcast this
Oh
past week. She
yeah,
just
yeah.
got
How about
released.
that, eh?
And, Trump is talking about North Carolina, and Kamala Harris is going on a podcast where they're talking about how to get railed
Sex
and
podcast.
how to get, be airtight, if you will. If you guys don't know what a Tupperware party, you can look that up.
Yeah.
But
How to
then
cheat on
making
your boyfriend
comments,
podcasts, right? That
yeah,
one.
and
Yeah.
then saying about how there are no laws on the books that are controlling men's bodies, and they like to say, well, I can't take anabolic steroids if I want. There are compounds that I can't put in my body. I have to register for the draft, and women don't. I mean, it's just, again,
How about the
it's
how about the
embarrassing.
how about the 60% of babies that are genetic that have their genitals mutilated with circumcision when only 2% of the population is Jewish? How about the 60% of babies that get smoked? They don't have a choice in it, right? But men have autonomy, men have freedom. It's always this crybaby thing, man. It's like, oh, it's not fair. Wow, wow, wow. We don't have rights. We want our rights. We want more rights. We want more free shit. We want to be able to kill more people, freely, stuff like that. It's just, it's the stupidest thing ever. And you
But
get,
the arguments don't make sense. The arguments
it-
really quick, like they don't make sense, because
but they
everything they're
make
saying,
sense
like
to
Trump's going to
idiots.
do this, Trump's going to do that. It's like he was already the president, and
Yeah.
none of that
And he never
happened.
did that. Yeah. You
And
never
none of that
did
happened.
that.
Guess what happened
Yeah.
under Trump? Your groceries didn't cost 10 times more.
Your
You
gas
had
was
more
cheaper.
spending power. You
Yeah.
had
You
more
could
spending
rent a
power. You
place.
made more money. I mean, all the things that people are like, yeah, I want to do more of that. Again, it's just,
But let's
sometimes
throw
you're like,
around on
man,
sex podcasts like Call Her Daddy or Howard Stern. Like, I remember when Howard Stern was like edgy and cool and
oh,
fun
he
to listen
sucks
to,
now,
and Baba
dude.
Booey now, and like now he's just
He was a
like white
shock
bag.
jock.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that. He
and
was
it's
like the
like, oh,
original
let's
shock
sit
jock.
down with Camilla, but you can't get a reasonable debate between Trump and Harris. That's like 1-on-1, not like 3-on-1 or anything like that. It's just, I don't know, man. It's such strange times that we live in, and
They are
there's
really.
so few people that can see through the manipulation, the deceit, and the lies. It's really, really bizarre. Like, I was saying earlier, like I do follow a wide swath of different Facebook pages just to see what groups and contingencies sort of think and say and do. And like the very feminist leaning ones, they don't get it. And it's just hate, men suck, Trump is a big crybaby. They don't deal with the argument, they don't deal with the issue. It's all ad hom attacks, or they make up stuff like, oh, our rights are going to be stolen from us, or I want to vote for Camilla because I had an abortion 2 years ago and I want to continue to murder babies well into the future, and I
They
don't want to
love it.
lose that right. Right? It's like, come on.
They love killing babies. It's like their second favorite pastime besides getting railed out by randos.
How about just being responsible and not being a hoe, right? And then you don't have to worry about that stupid shit.
How dare you?
Anyway,
How dare you,
see,
Rich Cooper?
this is why we're shadow banned. This is why we run into problems with these casts, because we sit here and speak the truth, guys. Look, there's X, there's Rumble, there's other platforms. I'm not worried about it. If that's the way the cookie crumbles, and that's the way that it crumbles. All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here, where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.